Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final Root stream. I guess the final Root stream of the Root Marauder expansion Kickstarter. I don't want to be too grim or prescriptive. My name's Cole, and I am joined today by Patrick. And we are going... Yeah, you know him. We just... the title... we should. It's just going to keep growing. I had a funny moment where I had to, explain my title to somebody, 2 days ago, and I was like, well, I'm, kind of in between titles right now. Okay. Yep. Can we get a poll on the winner prediction? Can I do that? Oh, no, you're asking me to learn how to use something as I'm doing it. Yeah, you should do it on Twitter. Patrick is muted. Patrick, we can't hear you. What? Hold, please. That's so strange. Okay, 1 second. I can fix this. I know how to fix this.
Poll.
There we go.
Who is going to win in today's game?
All right, you should be able to hear Patrick now.
Hello?
I imagine they can hear you. I want Cole to win, but I guess it will be the Rats. I don't know. It was funny.
Kind of personal. He wants Cole to win.
I know that's not okay. It was funny. We were playing the other day, and I found myself. I wasn't being salty. I how sometimes you're losing, and you're like, man, is this faction even balanced or whatever? And we were playing a game with the Badgers, and then I got a very near to winning in the third act, and so I had to be quiet. At this point, I do have to win. We will see. This is I don't know. This is an interesting combination. So Rats versus Keepers. So I'm going to say just a few things about testing, because even though I'm not directing development on this, I get to hear a lot about it. And one of the things that I know Nick and Josh have both been working on a lot is making sure that the Rats and Badgers work fine, even if you don't use Hirelings. And so they actually did a bunch of 2-player games just to get the feel for it without anything stripped down, and found that the contest was very close. Okay, so please let me know if you have any problems with the stream, or if you need me to zoom in anywhere. I've got everything kind of set up on my end. I haven't finished setting up my relics yet. We are halfway through setup. So what I'm going to do is, before we set up, Patrick, I'm going to go through all the hirelings and what they do.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then we will both set up and we'll start playing.
Cole's going to win because this is the first time I've played with the Vagabond Hireling. I just want y'all to know that. I also have not played with the Badgers in a few days, so this will be interesting too. All right, let's do it.
Cool. So before I talk through all of them, I'm going to say that right now I'm playing with the development branch of the Badgers. So they are just very slightly different than the Kickstarter branch. You might just notice some small things where it's oh, that text doesn't quite line up to our text. There are some small differences throughout. I won't catalog them or anything. But what I will say, and this is mainly for folks who haven't been a part of one of our Kickstarters before, after the Kickstarter is over, we will release updated kits as we go through the development process. I think that the current plan is to release kind of 2 kits. One of them might be a month or so after the Kickstarter is over. The next one might be a month or so after that. So, it depends on how fast development goes, if we need more time for something, but just know that you'll be getting new kits and they will be updated on TTS and all of that stuff. Patrick, tell everybody that your child's fine. Good. Okay. Before we move on.
Yeah, my during the last stream, with Kyle there, my wife walked into the room I was streaming in, and there was just a big cut on his forehead. He had fallen over on one of his toys, and it just opened him right up. So he's okay though.
Poor kiddo. Okay, so here are the hirelings. The first hireling is the Veterans Hireling. which costs 3 hireling bucks, 3 influence to hire. And when you take this, at the end of your turn, you get to take a second turn. This one I don't believe can be secured. But it allows the player who doesn't have it to get a double turn. You cannot take it if you already have it. I'll just keep underlining that. The Forest Patrol. So you'll note the board, even though we haven't set up yet, is full with all these cats that are members of the Forest Patrol. The Forest Patrol, let me see how this is framing. Looks pretty good. Whenever any player, any patrol warriors are removed in battle, put one of them on this card, not the supply. So that's critical. And then on your turn as the Forest Patrol, you can choose to initiate a battle, or you can put all of the Forest Patrols on this card into a clearing that has at least one Forest Patrol warrior.
Wait, Cole, what happens if the cats aren't on the board anymore?
Then they can't do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, gotta remember that.
Yeah, I gotta remember that. They're only good until they're not good anymore. Okay, here's the Last Dynasty. So the Last Dynasty does a couple things. One, it gives you the Erie's power of ruling where there are ties, and of course you get to count the Last Dynasty pieces for rule. And then the Dynasty Warriors cannot be moved except with the action below. Now the way this works is if the Dynasty is not on the board, you put all 5 of them on an edge clearing and you do a battle there. So they invade from the edge of the board. Then if the Dynasty Warriors are on the map, and so in future turns, and you do not rule their clearing, they'll battle twice. If they do rule their clearing, they'll move in battle. So basically, these blokes invade, and then they either invade in battle, and on future turns, if they rule the spot they're in, they will move in battle. If they don't rule it, they battle twice. So it's just a little roving army. And then finally, we have the Outcast. The Outcast is the Vagabond Hireling. Once per turn, a player with a piece in a clearing adjacent to the Outcast may place one item from their crafted items box on this card. They get to draw a card and score a point. Now, the Outcast will start in one of the forests. We'll just put him here in the middle. And so he always is going to live in the woods. And these are the adjacent clearings. And so basically, if you're near him, you can pay him one of your crafted items, and he'll give you a card and a victory point. Now, when you pay him,
can you have the Vaga Hireling and the Vagabond in the game at the same time?
You cannot. So the rule of the Hirelings is that if the matching Hireling is in play, the core faction it matches against cannot be used.
There goes my dream of having 3 Vagabonds in the game.
No 3 Vagabonds.
I guess I could with a bot, right?
Yeah, I actually don't know offhand if that rule is true bots. I imagine there's no way it can be because you need the pieces, but I won't stop anybody from putting together 2 sets and playing 4 Vagabond games.
I mean, I certainly won't stop you either, but
yeah.
Just wait for Path though if you want to do that. You can play 4 Vagabonds.
Yeah, correct. That is the whole basis of that game.
That's the whole thing.
So how this works is on the Outcast turn, they exhaust their items. Now we don't have gray sides here because I forgot to put them on. Sorry. So you can just push them off the card to show they're exhausting. If you exhaust 1, you can move into an adjacent forest. If you exhaust 2, you get to do a battle. When you battle, your maximum rolled hits are the number of your items. And when you take hits, you have to exhaust items. If you can't exhaust items, you lose them. So that's how the little Outcast works.
Can you promote me, Cole? I bet you I can fix that during the stream.
Yes, I can, but I have to turn on my UI first. Let's do that. Promoting Patrick.
There we go. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
This will be my bonus challenge for the stream. Is see if I can fix this.
I'll run the stream. You manage the pieces.
Yeah.
So that's a little overview through the Hirelings. Now, someone in chat asked about what the recommended Hirelings would be. There really aren't any. We've tried hard to keep them at a similar complexity level. The Outcast is actually probably the most wordy. It's not a complicated Vagabond, but it's probably the most wordy of all the Hireling. The Outcast Hireling is probably the most wordy of all of the Hirelings, and it's not too bad at all. We did pick 3 that are in the Marauders box. So conceivably, if you were just a person who stumbled onto Root at some point and you got the Marauders box, this could be your first 2-player game. And so it would work just fine. Why can't the Forest Patrol move? Because they'd be too strong. They can move. They move onto the card, and then they move back to the board. All right, now this is an interesting selection that we have to consider. So, for example, like Patrick's victory points, his oppress depends on him ruling clearings without enemy pieces. The fact that the Forest Patrol starts with all these clearings is going to be a bit of an
It's
issue.
a huge stumbling block for me. This is going to be interesting.
All right, so Patrick, why don't you go ahead and set up first, and then I'll set up second and take my first turn.
All right. Should we get cards?
Yeah, we should. So go ahead and take 5, Patrick, and you'll draft a hand of 3 from that 5. And there's my
I got all 5 ambushes, so this is going to be tough.
Perfect. I will. There's some questions about the Forest Patrol, so I will put that up on stream. There you are.
So I've never played. I have a confession. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I have never once played your Partisans.
That's crazy. It's my favorite card in the deck.
I know, it's my least favorite card. I think it's too costly. And
Interesting.
but with this faction, this hireling, with the vagabond hireling, I'm now more tempted than ever, but I just threw it out. So.
We in the game I played with Josh and Nick a few days ago, Josh had crafted 2 of them, and it was making extensive use.
It's hard for the Warlord to play too because it's just so.
It's just a big card drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to start out down here.
Okay.
And that means I put the Warlord in that space with 3 friends, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Your setup card
You
is
place your
over
Warlord,
here.
4 warriors, and 1 stronghold in the edge. Is that right?
Whatever the card says.
Oh, that card.
I think whatever the
4
card
warriors.
says is right. Here's a Partisans card for the stream. Wants to see it.
All right. And then you set up?
Yep, I set up. I cannot set up adjacent to an enemy's homeland if possible. I have to be on an edge. There's a lot to...
No, I didn't have to start in a corner, but...
You did not have to start in a corner.
But I wanted to. I have a plan.
Okay, so I get 3 and 3 and a caravan and a caravan. And... I'm looking at my hand. I don't know, choices here. I think I'm gonna set up. We're just gonna sit in the opposite. Well, it's funny that the pass is an edge clearing. That's interesting. That's not true. Pass is not an edge clearing. I'm a liar. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. This is my set.
Hirelings allow dominance in 2-player.
2-player dominance cards aren't in the 2-player deck. So actually, if you have any dominance cards in your hand, like I do, go ahead and.
Oh, geez, I can see your hand.
You can?
Yeah, I looked in the stream.
Oh, I see.
I was looking at questions.
Cheater.
Yeah. So here, let me shrink the screen.
Okay, we're gonna go.
How do you pop out the chat again?
You just /chat.
/chat. That's pretty awesome.
It's already transformed my life. Yeah, I went and did a stream last night and told folks, and even though some people knew it, it was worth evangelizing the people who did not. Okay, so
you should start.
Yep, I started. So I set up last, so I'll go first. And we're off. Okay, so, and again, I'll just say this again. You'll note that we're playing the development branch of the Keepers in Iron. There are a few small things that are a little different. For folks who want access to the development branch, don't worry. You'll have it in a few weeks. And it will be even more polished because this is not quite ready for public consumption yet. Okay, so first thing, in camper to camp. So I can basically, I have to pick my mission. Doing the craft mission. Oh, that's dangerous. I don't know, though. Maybe it's not. Okay, so I actually want to do, I want to do the craft mission. All right, so first I can, in camper to camp, I can turn my caravans into way stations, and I will choose to encamp. Oh, I've made a mistake already. I'm going to choose to encamp.
I mean, I've gotten 6 hours of sleep a night for the past 3 weeks, so
I'm going to encamp here.
you're all good.
Yeah, I'm going to camp here. So we're going to set up a way station. And then I do my recruit, which means I get to put a guy at every way station. There's my guy. Oh, you know what I have to do before I do this? I have to finish setting up my relics. So my 2 starting clearings are here. So these remaining relics are going off. Whoops. In forests that I'm not adjacent to as evenly as possible. So like that. Now I can delete this bag.
I've shut down the stream, so I can't see your cards.
Oh, good. No cheaters. Here. Okay, so I've done my recruit, and now I have the option to do a craft.
There's so many badgers on the board.
I know, there's a lot. This is going to be a fighty game, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and spend this card to craft using this way station. I get 1 bag and a point. There we go. And
It says someone says you missed a forest.
which forest did I miss?
There's a forest
this
left
one.
of the tower.
This one. Zoop, zoop. Thank you.
And
Thank
this
you.
one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Boop. I have not played with the badgers on this map.
Thanks, Active Villain.
Yeah, thank you. Active villain, ever our eyes and ears. Okay, so then I go on to take my 4 actions. Now I'm trying to get these little guys up here. They all do different things. So like the statues kind of give me extra recruits. The tablets give me extra cards. The acorns give me extra caravans. And I like getting early caravans. I think it's very helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and take a delve action here. The delve action moves a relic plus 1 per card I reveal. I will opt to reveal this one. Boop. To pull this in. And then for my second action, I'm going to take the... For second action, I'm going to move. And so I'm using this caravan to move 3 guys right here. Third action, I want to reveal this bunny so that I can pull 2 tablets in here. Being a little aggressive about these recoveries.
Especially considering I'm 5 clearings away right now.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be okay. Okay, and then I have 1 more action left, and I think with my last action, I'm gonna march my little troop. Whoops. All right, I'll move the cat back. Sorry, cat. Get out of here. We don't want you, cat. There we go. My last action, I'm going to move here to this central clearing. Cool. So then, after I finish my 4 actions, I get to pull cards back in my hand. I only get to pull 1 card of each suit. The rest get discarded. So I'm good. And then I get to choose my mission for the next turn. I will be choosing the escort mission. And I... Oh, how did I pull 2 relics with 1? Delve got changed a little bit. You get 1 plus 1 for each that you reveal. Okay. Oh yeah, and then I did. Thank you for the craft mission. When I crafted, I get to draw a card for the craft. Okay, so last thing I do is I roll my little influence, my hireling dice. See what we get. Hey, the best roll. I got the best roll. I would like to be captain of. Ooh. I think I have to take the Forest Patrol and lock it, because if you
gotta
get it,
take the Forest Patrol.
if you get it, it's going to be a big headache. So I'm going to try to avoid that. All right.
If you get it, it's gonna be a big headache.
That's true too.
Yeah. All right.
All right, and then we go on to Patrick here.
Okay. So at first, at dawn's early light, I have to check to see if anybody raises anything. There's no fire. There's no mobs on the board, so I'm all good. Recruit. I get to recruit 1 person, 1 warrior per stronghold, and 1 warrior per prowess at the location of my warlord. I'm done. I'm then going to choose my mood because I don't have to anoint. I believe I know what I'm doing already. But let's look at it real quick. I guess I could have pulled this card out beforehand. You can build new Warlord's clearing without spending an action. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take Grandiose, which lets me build without spending an action. I'm going to then build. I'm going to attack. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to attack here, and then I'm going to build there if I win.
Okay.
Okay, so where are my dice?
Uh,
Cole!
I've made a huge mistake.
Okay, I'm going to hop out and get some dice.
Thank you,
Let me see
Patrick.
if I have some. Let me see if I have some saved. Because I do like to save these things away.
Also, you could just load the root mod up, grab some dice, and then copy and paste them into this.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I wanted a clean looking stream, and so I deleted the other player boards right before we started the stream. And so,
Funny.
How do I spawn the battle mat?
I'm loading a new server. That was pretty funny. It's what's refreshing about it is Cole doesn't usually mess things up, so I gotta.
I was just telling someone on staff that I feel like the streamer running tomorrow for the fan stream is my like piano recital. It's my big like OBS showcase. And so I've been working in OBS all morning, and I love that I just forgot a TTS thing.
Pretty amazing. Okay, heading back out the main menu.
Show us the updated relic bonuses. Yeah, you guys can just look at the keeper board.
Hey, there's someone advertising for a Dead of Winter game in the global chat. I'm gonna go.
Okay. I love the global chat. It's so
I'll see you in a bit.
To me,
Yeah.
like people say sometimes that the blood splatter when you boot TTS is out of place, but I actually think any game that also has a global chat on the main menu has to start with a blood splatter.
Just to get you ready.
Yeah, it's just like perfectly in keeping with its.
Do you want to promote me so I can?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, nice. Where are the dice?
Woo! We'll never go hungry again.
There you go. There. All right. Okay. So this is my combat during logistics. To kill that cat. That cat is dead.
You did the dang thing, and it goes to the cat card.
I feel terrible. Sorry, cat lovers. Don't watch. I'll leave 2. Okay. So then I'm gonna spend this card to build for free.
Okay.
And a clearing of my choice. This is a weird play, but I'm gonna stack both of them in this clearing. And then I'm gonna spend prowess to rock to here, and also attack this cat. 3-0. Perfect. And that cat's gone. So where's he go? Oh,
he goes to the card.
It's over by you.
Yeah, he goes to the card. He lives with me now.
All right. I should build a coffin maker so I can keep recycling cats. All right, so that's my turn, or that's my actions. Then I get to incite. Unfortunately, I don't have any red or yellow cards, so I'm just gonna hold off. I oppress, so I get 1 point for pressing, 2 clearings, and I then draw a card. Probably should pick Rowdy instead of Stubborn. Or Grandiose. All right, go ahead, Cole.
All right.
I just spilled
I
gotta roll the party dice.
Yeah, got to roll the party dice. The interaction between Coffin Makers and Forest Patrol, I believe they will still go to the Forest Patrol, but I do not know if that interaction has been totally mapped.
Where are the party dice?
They're on your board.
Oh, shit. So one thing I'm discovering is I'm getting old and I'm having a hard time spotting things like the party dice. All right, there we go.
Okay, cool. Turn 2. All right, we got these rats. They're a bit of a problem. I got this point. Wait, no, I didn't. Let me look at the precise wording of the path.
It's called the Midnight Council dice in my draft of the rules, but
this is just a general note. I did not get the pass point on the first turn because this is checked during evening, and I didn't get them until after evening. Okay, so now I need to make some choices. And I need cards real bad for this whole strategy thing to work. So
no, Cole, it's been a while since I've played on the mountain map. How do I open up a pass again?
You will looks at helper text. You spend a card. It can be any card, and you just it does not have to match.
And then you remove the thing, and you get a point, right?
You get a point. Yep.
Okay.
Please don't do that. I don't know. I feel maybe okay about how that might turn out. All right. So I
call it the Midnight Council because it's after evening. So I figured they're meeting in secret in their back rooms and their bars, and they're negotiating.
Okay. Yep. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is encamp or decamp. I'm going to encamp here, turn this caravan into a way station. Very important thing that I'm going to need to do here. And then I will not craft. It's tempting. No, I'm not going to craft. And now I'm going to take the equip card, revealing a bunny card, to put down a caravan. A very important caravan here. Oh, and then I also need to, sorry, I forgot to get my recruit. There they are. Badgers for days. Then I'm going to go off on a little mission here, and I'm going to move once.
Holy, I have a lot of guys.
I have a lot of dudes.
Oh my gosh.
This cut of the Badgers is a little,
Are you seeing this stream? Are you seeing this? How many guys, yes?
I've got a bunch. And
I'm supposed to be the charismatic one.
I just kind of want to spread out a little. I feel like this is something I screw up when I play the Badgers, is I get too pigeonholed. Okay. And now, with my last action, so I have taken 2 move and I didn't equip. With my last action, I'm going to recover some relics. The way this works is I can so when I take the recover action, I can do every single relic on the board, and I take the usual check, and we're gonna start up here. Because of the forest patrol, I really don't even have to roll this check. I'll do it anyway for fun, because I roll all 4 of the mouse clearings. So this is successful, and I put it on a matching.
Oh, because of the cat, right?
Yeah, okay. Matching clearing, which gives me this little bonus. Now I'm going to set these bonuses over here on my Badger because I'll put them on after I'm done.
Sure.
Then I'm over here and I rule 1, 2, 3. I rule 3, so I'll be okay recovering these tablets too, which I will go ahead and just take, because take the high roll, but I got the whole dang map right now. Okay, so this is a tablet here. Now this first tablet goes here, which will let me draw a card. It's a great and good thing. The second tablet can't go here because I've already got my bunny cleared up, but it will instead go here, which gives me two draws.
Not too. All right.
Yeah. Now, I haven't done my points yet. So the way points work in this cut is you get 1 for every relic in the same row. So my first thing I scored was 1. Then I got a point here, and then I got 2 points for this last one.
Oh my gosh.
So that was a little.
And you rule the pass.
4 points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna bust it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all right. It's not gonna last. And then in the evening, I will roll for this, or not roll for that. I get my point for that. And then I'm gonna roll the little midnight dice. I'm kind of skipping my cleanup stage, which I'll do in a second. Ah, hot diggity! Look at that. I'm gonna grab this one and lock it.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna lock it up. It's all right. I'm not gonna hold on to them for very long.
Can you enable the flip table button?
We're turning it back on. Okay, I have to discard down.
I know it's on. I'm just joking.
Okay, I'm discarding this card, and I am done.
I'm gonna call you Poop Post.
Oh,
Shaman.
I can act with my forest patrol. I am gonna act with my forest patrol, and I'm gonna put them.
You have a caravan on your board.
Oh, thank you. Do I put them at the pass? The problem with putting them at the pass is I'm not going to have the forest patrol forever, so I want to put them back here. And I do have a caravan on my board, which I can put at a way station. I will put it here. Now I'm going to put it back here.
Can the bear rule things? No,
The
because he can't be
bear
out of the
cannot.
forest.
They do spend cards if they are recovering and need to boost their numbers.
Okay, raise is done. Recruit. And you. And then the bear can fight anytime during daylight. Yes. Okay. It's weird. I can't give him items. All right.
I can give him my bag, which I'm tempted to do.
The mood. Okay, so I gotta choose a mood. I'm gonna choose. I suppose Wrath looks the last time I get to use it. All right.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. So, going into daylight, I'm going to craft for no points this sword. Hurts, but it does build up my prowess, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Then logistics. I was gonna ripple to here and start clearing them out, but you did that, so I'm just gonna ripple to my own forces. Where do I want to build? No, I don't want to build. And then, I'm gonna have the bear attack you here. So I have to unready 2 items.
Yep.
Which will just get popped over the side because they're not backs. I couldn't figure it out. I failed. All right, I'm rolling. Do you want to ambush the bear?
Do I want to ambush the bear? Where are you fighting here?
Yeah.
No.
Two zero.
Yikes.
So one of your badgers dies. All right.
And that required, the exhausting of 2 of those badger. Two of those have been exhausted. So he only gets 1 per turn. He could move if he wanted.
No, I'm fine with where he's at. I'm gonna keep being a jerk to that area. You have a bag right now?
I do have a bag right now. And you can steal my bear. How does your looters work? Do you have to kill a building?
No, I just have to not give you any casualties. As an attacker, if you rule the clearing and battle and the defender's buildings there. Oh, that did change. Yep. Okay. Good to know. You have buildings?
I have one right here.
Yeah, one right there. All right, I guess I'll head that way instead. So we're back to that business, are we?
You could cut the tunnel open.
No, I want to go through here.
Okay.
There's fire to be had. Okay, so I'm gonna attack that cat because it's part of the same advance. And 4-1.
All right.
All right, I think I'm actually gonna hang tight here and skip my second prowess action, and so I'll start a mob here.
All right.
Oh, I had 2 more mice. 2 more rats. Maybe I will continue. I didn't see. I had accidentally moved them over here. Could get that bag. We have a lot of badgers that could come down and bother me. You have a cart.
Yeah, I do have a cart. I could have 3 come down with the cart.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot in my frail state. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna start the fire here. All right, and then I have to roll. And I have to draw a card. Oh, oppression. I'm currently oppressing 3 clearings, I believe.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I get 2 points for that, and then I get a point for ruling the pass.
There you go.
And
Party dice.
then I roll a draw card, and then party dice. Oh, I'm rolling regular dice. Whew, I am tired, folks. All right, I get 1.
Secure your bear. You could unlock one of my things.
Let's secure the bear for now.
Yeah. Okay.
What's wrong?
And then, no, you're good. You're good. I'm just thinking.
Okay, you're
Thinking about my next move, stewing. Right now, because I've got the forest patrol, I want to be recovering as aggressively as I can. It's making my life a little easier. Okay. Okay. So Oh yeah, the birds. The birds. I have them, and I will be using them. Okay. I gotta think about this. The thing that the hirelings make you do is really plan. Because I need to know that I won't always have them. Okay, so we're gonna start by yeah, I'm gonna decamp this way station and get it up here like that. And then I go ahead and take my recruit, which will go here. My mission can hang as an escort mission. That's fine. And then I'm going to shuffle down here with 3. For 1 action, and then I'll spend my second action to shuffle up here. Actually, let's back up. I got a much more obvious move. I'm going to spend this card to clear this out. And I get a point for that. And then I'm going to spend my first action to scoot my guys over here with their cart. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend a second action to pull in, not this, I want this one. That relic. I could reveal bunny cards to pull in more. I'm choosing not to. And then I want to spend my third action to pull in 2 relics here. So that requires me to reveal a mouse card. And I'm going to pull in this one and this one. I'm being dangerous. Okay, and then I've got, let's see, so I went 1, 2, 3. And then 4 is going to be to back up all the way here. Just scooting along. This is a very different way of playing the Badgers than I normally play them. I'm intrigued by how it's gonna go. Okay, so those are my 4 actions. I have some additional actions here because of my hirelings. I'm gonna do the forest patrol is going to battle nowhere. The forest patrol will spawn a guy here.
By its very nature, the Forest Patrol will never be able to battle me.
Correct. Yeah. Well, as long as you're cleaning them up.
Yeah.
As long as you're cleaning them up. And then the last dynasty can spawn at any edge clearing, and I could invade the back of Patrick's line. Which I think I'm going to do. So the last dynasty, if they're not on the board, they get 5 warriors. Here they are, these scary looking birds, and they plop down, and they're gonna roll 2 dice for a single battle action, and they get very lucky, and they kill 3 of Patrick's things.
Oh my god! All right.
And
they get to attack the turn they come out now?
They do, yeah. But just 1 battle on the turn they come out.
Just 1. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah. Sorry. Actually, 1 slight adjustment. No, it is an edge. It is an edge. So a previous version of this didn't had them. They couldn't do it on corners. Now they can do it on corners.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I am all done.
Roll your snake eyes again.
I need to roll my snake eyes again. Here's the snake eyes. Impossible. Burp, 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 burp.
Oh.
I'm gonna lose them all.
So you're ahead and you have them all. That's perfect. Okay. All right. Let's get a warrior here. I was joking when I said roll snake eyes now. And I got 2 warriors here.
My killer strat for the Badgers is just get incredibly lucky 3 turns.
To get all the hirelings. It's pretty amazing. Well, let's make the best of it. All right, so at the beginning, this burns down, and it's going to be the sword, and I'm going to be like, yay. And there it is.
You're probably able to come steal my bag, though.
What? Oh, where's your building? Right there? Oh, I don't want that. I'm going to come get your stupid relics. I guess I can't get them all. I can get them out of your control, though, and that'll help. Okay. So then I gotta roll for the fire. How many people are watching, Cole?
That's a great question. I will find out in just a second.
I closed that window. I didn't want to watch anymore.
We have 280.
That's nice. Hello, 280 people. All right. Let's. All right. Yes, during logistics, I'll just move. Oh, I gotta set a mood. Take stubborn. Am I allowed to do that? Or did you roll the influence that prevents me from doing it?
Is there an influence that prevents you from doing it?
No. All right. There we go.
I have to be careful with you, Patrick, because I haven't played the Warlord in a couple weeks.
I'm gonna use logistics to go to here. I'm not even gonna build this turn. So that's how exciting this is. And then I'm gonna use prowess.
Are you gonna leave a guy behind here so that you?
Oh yeah, I am. Sorry. I even set them aside so I would do that, and then I didn't do it. All right, so my first prowess, I'll move to here.
Okay. And your mood is wrathful right now? No, your mood is stubborn.
Stubborn. And then I'll attack your badgers.
All right, attack the badgers. And so there you go. They're blending a little.
3-0.
Hey, look at that. It's
Look at
about as
that.
good as
So
it
kill
gets.
2 of them.
Yep. And do you have another action?
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna attack again.
Boo.
I don't need your.
Wow. All right. So the card is removed and he gets a point for that.
Uh-huh.
And then both of these relics you can put back on the board, and you get as many points as clearings you rule that match this. So you rule 1 mouse clearing, 2 mouse clearings. Yeah. So you get 2 points of relic. That you remove.
Oh, neat. So 4 points.
Mm-hmm. Now I need.
In other words.
Yeah. Yes. 2 + 2 is 4. Although I need to check. That sounded patronizing, but I was actually just counting. Okay, let me. When they're destroyed, you score an extra point per clearing that you. So you actually get 3 + 3, right? Yeah, because it's 1 for the token and then 1 for.
Oh,
the
nice.
benefit. Yeah.
Well, I'll just shut up about my lot in life then.
Yeah, there you go. See, now I'm gonna get even more hirelings. I'm ready to take a double turn.
And then I rule 1, 2, 3 clearings, so that's 2 points. Even though I'm about to get wiped off the board. And then I still roll the pass, so I get 1 point there. Neat!
Look at
I'm
you.
into this now. Alright. And then, so I got my points. Do I want insight? Sorry, I forgot to insight.
Alright, yeah.
I do not want insight. I'll just draw a card. Just draw a card.
Okay, so much like being in a haunted house, the choice to split my troops. Okay, fine. You have some choices here, because if you pull this from me, I'm in a bad position. But this one's kind of the obvious pull. I don't know.
Because it's 5 guys. I need big masses of troops.
I'm gonna tear your back line up if you let me hold on to this.
I think I gotta grab it. I agree. All right. Go ahead, Cole.
Okay. So I am thinking about my turn, and this card needs to be back in my hand. Okay. And
Look, people, they don't need a nerfing. I am superior wargamer.
Okay, so let's see. Where are my camps at? I got a caravan up here, way stations here. I think I have to slam it this turn because I'm going to lose these cats probably pretty soon. Or
That's why I get 6 hours of sleep, because I don't get out of bed until I pay Memoir 44.
You just have a little table set up right next to
It's just right there. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and convert this caravan into a way station. A dangerous, maybe ill-advised move. And then I am going to get my new friends. I get 1 here, 1 here. And now I can, let's see, do crafting. The problem about crafting is I'm worried that I'm just gonna get eaten alive, so I'm not gonna craft right now.
Warlord doesn't need more than 6 hours of sleep.
Okay, now I have 4 actions. First action I'm going to use is I want to pull in this relic.
That's going straight to Twitter if you don't mind me reposting it.
And then I'm going to spend a second action to pull in this relic. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Third action, I'm going to battle your flame. Do you have an ambush?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't play it for that if I had one.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not worth it. I get a point for that. And now I have 1 more action, and I'm going to take a recover. So the way the recover works is I'm going from the top. I control 1, 2, 3. So I'm auto recovering these 2 into Bunnyland. Here we go. And that's going to give me 1 bonus recruit. And that bonus recruit does occur in the spot where the recover happened. And then here, for another away station, which goes here. And then the first one was worth 1 point. The second one was worth 2 points, so I get a total of 3. 1, 2, 3. And now I get to recover here. This is also an auto recover because I rule enough bunnies. And I pull this. Now this one can't go in the spot where I might want to put it. It has to go here. And I will get 2 points for that as well. All right. And I get 2 friends. They come hang out. Okay.
You can only recover at one way station per action, according to the years.
Oh, at a way station. So
Yeah.
I will... was that my 4th action I used to recover? I will undo this. Sorry, that's my bad. I'm actually going to just unrecover that thing.
My next game is going to be called The Years.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. I feel like the version that we played recently didn't... It was all of them, but maybe I'm crazy.
You're saying one of the true joys of development is you don't know what the rules are.
Yeah, you don't know what the rules are. Yes, that's exactly it. There are so many benefits to working in the game design industry. It's wonderful. It's so rare to have jobs like this. I love my job, but you do sacrifice ever really knowing what the rules to a game are.
You should go back 2 points.
Yeah, correct.
And you need to refund the Warriors.
I did refund the Warriors.
Okay.
Don't say that. Shit post happened. Okay, so let's see. Now I got some boys.
What he doesn't know is I'm going to make my own historical war game company.
Okay, so let's see. I've a cat battle. I guess I'll do a cat battle here.
All right. Roll it.
All right, that's just one hit. The
I'm
cat
stubborn.
lives. Oh, you're stubborn. Well.
I should have reminded you for your roll. Do you want to?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do
Yeah,
anything. It is the only spot, so we're fine. I
affect
am
their
going to
bed.
use the bear to
Oh no!
mess you up. Here we go.
I'm
Bear.
gonna play an ambush.
Okay. Ooh, all right, that's good.
I don't know what that does to him, but
So that will exhaust. So I exhausted 2 for the attack, and then the ambush forces me to exhaust 2 hits. The first one is here. The second one destroys this club.
nice. And then he still roll.
And then I still roll, and my max hits is only 2.
But that's all you need. So
Yep,
boop boop.
2 and 1. Okay. And then I take another hit from you though, which is going to force me to kill another club. So the bear just got a lot weaker.
Basically
bear can't
useless
even
now.
attack. Yeah. Well, until I pump him up with some things. Okay, that is
right.
the end of my turn. I need to roll the dice.
I'll bring the dice over to you.
Oh, thank
there
you.
they are.
Thank you. All right. Nope. Not my first turn. A different kind of snake eyes. I rolled the +3, but only if I have 7. I can give the bear the bag. I'm not doing it right now because I like my hand and I don't want to complicate things. Yep, had to end someday. All right, Patrick, it is your turn.
Wow, look who has a bunch of birds. That was touch and go there. I thought once you jumped ahead, I was like, uh-oh, this is gonna get rough. All right, I raise. I'm gonna roll to spread the fire.
So now that Josh is in the chat, I want to confirm that when someone destroys my relics, when they damage them, they get 1 plus the number of ruled clearings, or just the number of ruled clearings. And if Josh didn't hear, this is fine. 1 point plus ruled clearings. Okay, cool. Thank you, Josh.
Josh. Hi. I don't know. Who's holding relics now? Who can I go blow up?
I have got 1 relic here. And that's it.
Sweet relic points. That looks very far away, and would have to get a lot of damage. But let's plan it anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna Here's my logistics. Oh, I gotta pick a mood still. Dum.
Yeah, you know it's funny. Usually the Badgers have like pretty big card problems. I've avoided those card problems because of the Force Patrol, which is letting me kind of like auto score relics, which has been great. But it's not going to last forever, and I have to be
I'm
careful
gonna.
about how I close things out.
Oh, I without take my action, dude. I really want to get going on building forts again, but I don't have any orange cards, and I'm only gonna be in orange this turn, probably. Can I build where the um? Use up an action. I don't want to use my action that way. I want to get to the stronghold. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna spend this bunny. Oh, and I gotta pick my mood still. What am I doing? This must be gripping for people to watch. Watch as a game CEO struggles with playing a game. I'm gonna be rowdy. All right. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, so I'm gonna spend this yellow card and build a shiny new stronghold. It's gonna be at least a turn. I want to spend a red instead. Do I? Else, it just seems so fragile there. But you don't have a lot of pieces. Yeah. All right, let's do this, and then my first prowess. I'm gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk everybody out. I don't care about that place anymore. I'm gonna walk to here. I should make little movement trays or something.
Oh yeah,
for
sorry. Yep.
TPS.
That's not the right camera.
What did I do wrong? Oh.
No, it was me. It was me.
Oh, come on! Oh, 2-1. So I kill both these cats, and then I lose a rat.
Zoom in as close as possible. Need to see Bear in HD. I've got all those fancy shaders on.
And I'm gonna prowess my way to here. Oh, wow, that seems suicidal with all those guys there. But these guys are gone, by the way.
Oh, yep. And then so one of them dies, one of them goes to the card.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not gonna go to there. I think it's too risky to play into your path like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to here and just hold tight. And then
Patrick, did you forget to clear a ruin here?
no, the fire just arrived.
Oh, the fire just arrived.
Yeah. So, and in fact, because I'm not pushing myself, I'm gonna leave one behind to protect that fire. And then these 5 birds are gonna move when clearing and attack these cats.
That is probably a good move.
I just feel that anything aggressive in Rita's. Kidding. 1-0. Oh, that's fun.
All right.
A little light cat.
And
Cat aside.
someone asked if you did the recruit step.
I think I did. Yeah, there's a mouse. There's a rat here, and there's 2 more rats with me. So yeah, I did it.
Okay, cool.
I know I'm very tired, so I appreciate your helping. Advanced Warlord done. Insight. Let's save that. And then because I'm rowdy this turn, I get 2 cards. And then I rule 1, 2, 3 clearings, so that's 2 points. Or not rule, I control. And I drew my 2 cards. All right, your turn. Oh, I gotta roll the midnight dice.
Yes, you do.
Which is kind of pointless, but
yeah, I mean, you might get 1 or 2. You can get 1.
just to oppress you. Yeah. All right.
Get over here. All right. I am in an interesting spot. Let me look. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look at my little board, and it's gonna.
Thanks everyone for helping me remember stuff.
Okay, so you're completing these boards. the acorn and the fox is like my big scorer. Actually, just acorns are. Where can I find them? One is here. Yikes. One's here. Also, yikes. All right. Well, maybe I don't want acorns. Maybe I want tablets. Tablets look better. More into tablets. Okay. So. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Oops. Let me actually take my turn in its proper order. Come back in my hand. All right. So, step one, I need to choose if I want to decamp or not. And I'm going to.
I think that's a good move for me to wait a turn because now I'm going to get an extra recruit.
I'm going to sit tight. I don't want to change any of mine. And then I get a recruit up here and a recruit down here. I am going to go ahead. Yeah. Okay, cool. So
Of course, I'm also hiding behind a mountain pass you can clear, but
yeah,
you don't have a cart there.
Yeah, no, I'm just holding them. I gotta decide if I'm gonna try to jump it into the pass. I think it's probably worth my time, but I'm not sure. Unfortunately,
Of all the factions that can do it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start my actions here. I'm going to spend one card. It's going to be you to blast through this and get a point. And then action one is going to be to move here.
You want the Trick or Treat expansion?
Oh, sorry. I can't spend that card to do that.
Like my first game, Trick or Treat?
Setting that card. And then action two is going to be to recover this tablet and this acorn. To recover both, I'll need to reveal this card. Action three is going to be to run away with my tablet and acorn. And then my final action is going to be to recover relics.
Oh man, if I just had one more
I'm going to
prowess.
recover relics here. So I have 2 relics to recover. I rule 3 bunnies, so these are auto recovered. The first one is a tablet. Wait, actually, a tablet I can't recover here. Sorry. Wait, psych. I'm not recovering here. I've already done what I was going to do there. So not recovering as my third action. My third action is much more important than that. It is going to be to move here. Is this dumb? No.
Everyone's encouraging you to kill me.
It's going to be to move my one guy here, so I rule this clearing. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna slightly bide my time, and we're just going to hope that's okay. I've got a bear that I'm going to give this crafted icon. This bag. Giving the bear the bag, I will get a card and a point for that gift. There we go. Good. And then the bear is going to attack this army. Fearsome bear.
Okay. Go for it.
Yeah, he is on the... He's a little weak these days.
Oh,
got lucky. Just kill a guy. You're not stubborn anymore, are you? No. Because of how I have the camera, I keep panning over to your deck and seeing the stubborn card. Okay, so
I can fix that. Here.
You're fine. And then I have kind of 2 interesting options with my forest patrol. I could have a battle here and have kind of like Hireling v. Hireling, or I can try to build a wall down here to stop an easy oppress. I think I want to do that. I think I'm going to play like kind of defensive with the forest patrol. Okay, so into the turn, do my rescue, choose my mission, which is something I keep forgetting to do. I'm going to go back and put it on move and battle. I'm going to need that next turn. And then lastly, I roll these dice. I am behind by 3 points. There's that snake eyes. It's the only faces they've got, these dice.
Oh my god, really? Again?
Do I want to pull this and lock it? I think I do.
Well, the other one's not worth anything, so.
Well, it's worth a battle. I mean, it killed a warrior. I won't. I'm not gonna sneeze at that. Okay, and I'm done, and these pass over.
All right. All right. So the raising continues.
And then
Good.
these items go.
Perfect. Like logistics action. I was so close to getting another prowess. I'm gonna roll the fire die. Fire party die. Oh, that was good. That's a good roll. It's a good roll. It goes right down into there. Who put all those ruins in a clump together? Who did that?
Oh no. Oh yeah, point for ruling the hill. I'm there technically. Thank you.
Ha! So your influence didn't count. Then I'm gonna get 3 warriors in my Warlord clearing, and I'm gonna get 1 warrior in my that clearing. Okay. Really relish the going between 2 massive forces.
You can take Cyro. The hirelings have different timing windows for their actions. So many of them have this little sun icon on them, which means you can do them anytime during daylight.
I've been holding this dominance card.
Oh yeah, draw a new card.
I'm gonna draw a new card. That's funny.
Can you play with less reach with the hirelings? Certainly, I'm not sure what the precise numbers are yet, but I think if you're playing with hirelings, you could probably just add 3 or add even 4 to the reach value of the game.
All right, I'm gonna be stubborn again. This is all right, and then I'm gonna play. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So first I'm gonna craft. You haven't crafted anything all game, have you? No reason. Not.
I crafted a bag, but I gave it to the bear.
I'm not asking for any particular reason. Okay. I don't know what the roll is going to bring, and so I'm worried about you just coming down and smashing everything I do there, and you can smash everything I build here. This is not a terrible spot to build, but it's not great either. I'm thinking, sorry, stream. First of all, did I give myself enough rats here? I can't remember. I don't know if I'd grabbed the stronghold one. I'm gonna hold off building for now. Nah, I got it. I gotta keep building. I'm gonna build. Do I have a second slot to even build? Yeah, I do. Okay. Build a stronghold here. I'm going to move this guy up here, tunnel to here, pick up a point for tunneling, and then we're gonna head through the tunnel.
Boo. Go back.
All right, let's make a roll. Do you have anything?
Here? Why, I do.
Okay. That's fantastic. All right.
I was so tempted to use this card at various times this game to reveal it, but kept it secret and safe.
2/2, which is 1/1 for us.
Yep.
All right, so I'll do my second attack there. I needed a 3 here. Nope. So we just stand off.
We just bit of a standoff here.
I'm going to throw this card in for a fire here. Try and get my last item. And I think I'm dead because you got.
I have to get. So here's the thing. I have to get to some fox clearings in order to make this work.
Oh, sure. All right, draw a card. I'm going to roll the party dice. Oh, I forgot to take my points, but that doesn't matter. So I have 1, 2, 3 clearings under my control. I get 2 points for that, and that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So, will I be doing any encamping or decamping? Yes, I will decamp here. We are leaving.
Oh, somebody just reminded me I should have raised here.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
totally.
because I paid for that. Whoops. All right,
There you go. Good point.
There's another logistics that won't matter much. Thank you.
Okay.
Something about playing on TTS. I swear when I'm playing live, I forget about 90% less. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to. Yeah, I mean it's so hard, right? Like the party dice are so easy to forget because I'm almost never looking at my player board, and then I have to like scroll down.
They did spread there this turn? Yeah, you're right. They did. Yep, it'll be next turn. Yeah.
Okay.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
Put an asterisk next to this one.
I have to decamp. I want to craft, but I think I have to leave. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. All right, we're moving. We're getting out of here. I'm gonna do so because I'm on the move mission.
No, I raised the clearing the fight was in.
Oh.
They're still debating it. We're fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here for free. It's a free
Okay.
move, but I have to reveal this card. Getting the flip out, and then I'm also going to move here. Not yet. Not yet. Move here. So then I'm going to spend my first action, and we're going to start the old caravan with these 2 relics. I'm mulliganing out of my mind here right now. But sorry, let's go back. I'm going to do this real proper. So first action, I'm pulling in this relic. Second action, moving here.
And then you win the game?
No.
Okay.
I'm setting myself up. I'm going to reveal here for a free map, for a free move.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going down here. Okay. And then I have, so let's see, I did 1, 2. So I've only spent 2 actions so far. Man, maybe I should have fought you a little bit more. Regrets. Okay. I have some extra actions. I could... I think I'm... This is maybe a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think I'm going
Kyle,
to
if you're watching, I know
escort
who you
here.
voted for.
I'm going to escort here to draw a card. That's action 3. And then I think I might escort again up here to draw another card. Because I need to make sure I have the right hand going into this final thing. Yeah, just didn't get what I needed to get the right pieces at the right time. Okay, so what do we got here for my options? Bear's gonna bear you, Patrick.
Okay.
Wow, he's a successful bear.
What do you do?
2 hits. 0, 0, 2.
Oh, no.
2, 0. The dynasty is going to... the dynasty rules their clearing, so they get to move in battle. They're going to move down here and fight Patrick again.
I like that the Badgers have more warriors on the board at this point. Everything's unraveling.
Are you...
1-1.
Yep. You're still stubborn, so you don't have to take... Or is that just when you're attacking?
With the Warlord.
With the Warlord. Gotcha.
Oh, so actually I get 1 back.
Yes. Yes, you do. And then for the cats have no battle. They will not battle.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn. And then I'm going to throw 6 snake eyes and be almost unable to do anything with it. Dope. It's fine. TTS, you know what TTS is good at? Randomizing numbers.
Oh.
Okay.
That's like that. That's like 5 out of 6 turns now.
Yeah, it is.
1 in 36 roll. I love it. Is
Okay.
it 1 in 36 or is it 1 in 9?
It's
Oh, there's
one.
2 of those.
It's one in
It
nine.
is one
It's
in
one in
nine.
nine. It is less frequent than you think. Although that is something that we are looking at in development right now. Okay.
My advice is go buy a lottery ticket.
Yep. Today's the day. All right.
Today's the day. I don't. My roll is like 7-3-7-3 twice. If anyone's was wondering. All right, raise. So now I get to raise this.
Yeah,
so
you're still in a pretty good spot.
I'm not complaining at all. And I get this hammer. Oh, ooh, that puts me up to 3 prowess. We'll find this warlord still to be quite operational. Young Jedi. So recruit. Put 1 here. Let's slowly whittle those birds down. Huh. And then, oh, I gotta roll for flame. Sorry. Now comes the taxing part, because I can just put this. I don't care about runes anymore, so I'm just gonna put this wherever I want. That's red. That is not helpful. Where are the red things? 2, 3, 4. Oh. Wow, that is useless. Take out that mountain. Just to spread the fire down there.
Oh, I need my point for the past, don't I?
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm gonna recruit. So I put 2 dudes there, 1 dude there. Folk, sorry. And then I get 3 for my new prowess. And then I pick a mood. So I'm missing a lot of cards now because I just picked up a bunch of new suits. So let's review and throw those out. Still can be rowdy. I still can be lavish. I can no longer be jubilant. I can no longer be bitter. I can no longer be relentless. I can still be grandiose. And then what is this? I can still be. Can't be stubborn this turn, and I can no longer be wrathful. That's been true for a while. Okay, so I get to choose between these 3 cards. Excellent. I can build on my Warlord's clearing without spending. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. Or do I want more cards? I think I'll take that. So I'm taking Grandiose. Oh, can't pull off the deck. You're searching. All right, then craft. You don't want to craft. Ooh, I do have. Ooh. Oh, I didn't see what the card was. Patrick. Oh, Cole. I'm not gonna be grandiose. Watch this.
Oh, all right. The pivot. Where are you pivoting to, Patrick?
I'm just gonna be.
Gonna be rowdy.
Okay, because I'm gonna craft. You ready?
Yes. Oh. Okay.
I didn't see it. Okay. Okay, so now I have 3 logistics and 2 prowess.
Now I'm gonna need Josh to tell me how it interacts with the cat.
I have no cards, so I can't.
Oh, so this is already built in. It works just fine because these are put on this card and not even sent to the supply. So only the ones that would normally go to the supply go there. So it works fine.
How do I interact with the bear? Can I attack it?
You can not attack it.
You cannot attack it. I like how positive you're with it. You cannot attack
You cannot attack.
it.
It's one of those things that like I just had to think, and I was like pretending to read. This is
Fair
where
enough.
I'm holding the rule book, pretending to read, but really I'm just trying to think of the answer.
All right, I'm gonna logistics a guy to here, and then I'm gonna fight those birds with the logistics action.
Okay.
Just see if I can get them off the board. Plus, they have to be buried somewhere. So, all right, that's 3 hits to 2. That
Yep.
was pretty expensive. But
Well, it's quite a good thing from the perspective of your new coffin business.
yes. I'm gonna lock the card so you can't sabotage it.
Boo.
um,
OP.
OP. I do this a lot to Cole, where I lock things while he's not watching. I think it's funny. Boy.
2 rats die as well, right, Patrick? In that fight.
Oh yeah. Did I not?
Which is even better for your coffin makers.
Did I not pull them off? Oh, I didn't pull them off. I attacked with low odds. That's flawless. Okay. And then I have to do prowess. So I have 1, 2, 2 clearings right now. Do I think I can get through this stack in 3 actions?
That's the
And
question.
if so, how many yellow clearings do I rule to secure the win? It's just rule, right? Yes.
Yeah, wait, sorry, what for rule? I didn't hear your question.
Because I want those bonus points. So I have to rule yellow clearings, right?
Yeah. This is the gambit. I think I almost have enough points and relics on the board to close out the game, but I have to survive.
But you have to survive this. Yep. So
This turn.
I think I have to push it and do it. But
Because I'm sitting on, for folks at home, I think I can pull all 3 of these. So that's going to be 2, 5.
I gotta
8,
roll a lot of
and
zeros. Is
then
all I know.
maybe one more, which would be worth 4. So that's 12 points, which is going to take me perilously close here.
I gotta pull the goalie. This is gonna cost me points though if I bring that guy in.
This is the problem that I have with the reason I'm losing. So I told everybody I've been losing a lot of the batters recently. It's because I just like to play very greedily. I'm the person who's all into like, give me 6 loans on the first turn of Age of Steam. I want to win all the auctions.
Oops, I didn't mean to. Touch
We
that.
have 3.
I'm bringing in.
We have 3.
I'm bringing in these 5.
This
is gonna be exciting. You ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'll zoom in on the dice. Go. I have nothing to play.
2-0. I'll take it.
You're not wrathful or anything scary. No, you can't be wrathful.
No, I can't be wrathful anymore.
Okay.
All right. Second prowess. Come on, I need a 3. Ah!
Okay.
All right. Third prowess.
I'll be able to save the relic.
You did really well.
I did. Yeah, that's. And then you need
Oh,
to
that
be
was
taking.
fun.
Yep. Did you take for the other one too? The roll before that.
Oh, sorry.
And the
I need
coffins.
3 badgers. Yep.
To the.
Well, no, I'm
coffins.
toast because I should have retreated instead of playing that. All right.
Well, I don't know if you're toast. I think I don't know. I have to rescue this now, which is an important thing.
Okay, I got 1, so I'm gonna weaken the cats for last.
Yeah, could matter a lot in the last turn. We'll see.
I only get 1 point for this turn, interestingly. All right.
Okay.
And that's it.
I gotta think about how this end's gonna go.
Even 1-3, any error in there, and I would have crushed it. It was 2-0 before.
2.
I get 1 rat back.
Oh, cool.
Sorry.
Okay, so first, obviously, we are camping it up. Camp it. And then I can even camp here, which I'm going to do. And then I get my recruit. 1, 2, 3. And
I forgot to draw.
now let's start taking. So first,
Both ambushes.
no, I gotta get my little craft engine going. Bloop. It's the coins. Crafting with this one and that one. For 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I can craft this one too. For 2. Get the hammer. All right. Can carts becomes... Yeah. I think that's how... Let me make sure I'm not cheating. Yeah. I don't need a warrior or anything. There are army guys all over this board that just aren't... They don't have pieces. Because we're not monsters. Okay, so now I am going to score my dang points here. So I need... Let me do a little bit of planning here. That one's going to be there, and then I need one of a kind here. And so that's going to be 1, 2.
My heart's racing, folks.
And then I can blast one of those. Okay, I think I might be okay. I'm gonna be fine.
Are you gonna win?
I think I'm gonna win. So we're going.
Well then.
Yeah. It's slightly tenuous. It's slightly tenuous. So first we're gonna do these.
What'll be exciting is if you jump ahead and don't make it, and then I pull off a veteran turn.
Yeah, and then you
should showcase the Hirelings quite well.
Yeah, I won more than one game with that weird Hail Mary the veterans present. This is the double turn. I actually really like. I'll say it publicly. Josh or Nick or whoever, I think it probably Nick maybe, I don't know. Whoever edited the veterans to to make it so clean that at the end of your turn you take a second turn. Great edit. So clean. Okay, let's do it. So we're recovering here.
Peanut Gallery is saying you should do your hireling actions first to secure everything.
To secure everything, that's a pretty reasonable idea. I don't have much though, right? I'm gonna this guy.
Just FYI, the coffin makers are at 9.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't want to use. Well, I've got to for the Eerie. No, that's not actually true. It's not a must. These are optional. Okay, I'm going to hold my hirelings because I'm not sure what I want them to do quite yet. Unless... No.
The veterans, for the people asking, is... if I got them, I would get to take another turn immediately after my turn.
Yep.
And I could try and pinch, a sealed fate win if you want to go for the magic reference.
So first I'm going to recover at Fox. I've got 3 clearings here, so I don't even need to bother rolling. And I've got 1 of each. And these relics, by the way, travel a long time. So we're going to get one of those, 1 card, and 1 cart. And that is worth 2 points, plus 3 points, plus 3 points. So it's 8 points. Yeah,
Whoop.
I'm good.
Looks like you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Now, there's a couple of different places where the last can come from, and it is possible, I think, that I can screw it up. I get a card here. I get a guy at this clearing, and then I get a cart at that clearing. Next up, I get to... I'll go ahead and just recover here, because it'll be cute if this is how it wins. I don't rule very many bunnies, though, just this one. So I will go ahead and roll. And
what's interesting to me about this is if I had rolled 1 higher during those 3 attacks, it would have been completely different.
Yep, and I can go ahead and boost my value with this and take the dang trophy. So this goes here. I have to put it just a note. I can't put it in this column. Obviously, I have to stick it right here, and it scores me 3 points. Puts me right there. That was a very narrow game. I thought that I had lost it, and then it was just the forest patrol was impossibly good. I had that good wind in my back.
Yeah. Well, you rolled snake eyes on 5 out of 6.
I think if we compare the number of hireling bucks we had, I think I had 4 times as many as you.
Yeah.
Which maybe I should have had twice as much. But
if if any of those 3 attacks had hit here and I chipped into one of the relics, or because it was only 1 warrior per roll, and if I had taken out warriors and gotten you down to undefended,
Yeah.
then
Oh,
it would have been very different. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I would have scored a bunch of points there.
Yeah,
So.
I kind of had to hang out a little bit. Also, yeah, there was like a world too, like the even like riskier Hail Mary would have been like pulling there, but like that would have been just a higher risk and reward. I think you made the right call. It just didn't play.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah, it was the big play to try and win. So, yeah, no, it was fun. I like it. Yeah, the Lord of the Hundreds needs 4 factions to hold them down. So, as Chap just said.
Yeah, correct. You just have to, you have to hold them down. Just a quick recap. I know the Kickstarter is winding to a close. We will be releasing another print and play later on, probably in a few weeks or a month maybe. It will have lots of updates and a lot of art, and actually be very close to the final thing. And then we have a whole nother development wave after that, which I'm really excited about. And that's when we get into the real fine details. The last thing I want to mention, and I'll go ahead and put this on the screen, is tomorrow we have the Root Fan Fest at 2 p.m. You should definitely come. We have tons and tons of awesome fan art and movies and all sorts of stuff that we want to show you. It's going to be Patrick, myself, and Kyle hanging out, kind of talking about the campaign generally. Won't go long so it's just going to be 45 minutes, maybe an hour at absolute
We can
max.
go long now because that game is next week.
Oh, well, it can't go long for me. It's going to be an hour, folks. All right, well, I think that's it. Thank you all for watching and have a lovely day.
Yeah.